Hey folks, this is Lindsay Willis at the Rosen Law Firm, and I am here today to give you a few quick tips on how to navigate child custody situations when you're heading back to school. The first most important piece of advice, in my opinion, is that the teacher has access to both parents on all platforms. And so if there's a messaging app your school uses, you need to make sure you're registered and the teacher knows that you are in separate households and all the messaging needs to go to both households. The next thing I think is really important to also share with your teacher, which is along the same lines, is making sure the teacher knows that your child does have a shared custody circumstance. In some situations, we may actually want a copy of the order to be shared with the school, and the school may require that. But in other circumstances, it's just generally good for the teacher to know that this child is transitioning back and forth between households. Another tip I think is really helpful is if you have a laminated copy of just your regular custody schedule that you can keep in your child's backpack and potentially make your teacher know about that as well. That can help avoid any confusion if your child is starting to feel anxious at school, curious, and not remembering who's supposed to pick them up that day. If you've got that laminated copy in the backpack, it won't get bent or torn or rained on or wet. It'll just be something there that the teacher can use as a reference and your child can also look at as well. Lastly, I think what's really important is for both parents to focus on having the tools they need at home for the child to succeed. So we want to make sure the child has a successful place to sit down and do their homework in both households, that we want to make sure bedtimes are, substantially similar if we can in both households, that routines are similar and the child has access to ways to charge their Chromebook or their iPad or whatever device it is that they need, that they have full access to everything they need to succeed throughout the school year in both homes. This has been Lindsay Willis at the Rosen Law Firm. For any additional information about what we talked about today, feel free to go to our website or give our office a call.